Hello YouTube. So we're off to McDonald's. They have some new items on the menu, loosely connected with the World Cup, I guess. They come out earlier this week, so thought take you along. We're going to have a try. Slight change of plan. The McDonald's I went to didn't have everything on the menu. It said there was no crispy onions in one of the things that I picked, and obviously if I'm to taste it, I need to taste it as presented, and I quite like crispy onions anyway, so we're on to another one. I'll bring you back once we're ready. So we're here again. Let's order and see what we get. I'll bring you back.
A few moments later.
Right, so we have them. They have the stuff in stock this time. Let's start off with the Mexican Chipotle Chicken. Now, I wrote down a little bit about the marketing spiel. It says the Mexican Chipotle Chicken, I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. It was £7.49. Crispy chicken burger with chipotle mayo and smoky sauce with white cheddar. So let's have a look at it. Quite a good looking burger. All the usual fallout from a burger, but we shall bite into it and give it a try. Try again. Well, I'll make a mess. Well, I think it's not too bad. It's got a nice kick to it. I like that. I struggle a little bit with chicken burgers anyway. I never order a chicken burger anywhere. Just my own personal preference. I always find, for me, chicken burgers tend to feel a little bit dry. Don't have a lot of depth of flavour to them. It's just the chicken and then any sauce that's on there. Everybody's different, but I would always usually go for some sort of meat or something like that burger. I'm one of those weirdos that quite like a fillet of fish, so take that with what you will. Yeah, not bad. I like the little kick on it. I will come back to that and finish that off, but we need to try the other one next. I like the, believe it or not, I like the lettuce that goes with it. It has a kind of rocket type taste, which complements the burger quite well. Couldn't really taste the cheese, if I'm honest. Let's get on with the next one. Let's give you a bit of a spiel of the marketing spiel on the next one. This is a Sweet Carolina BBQ Stack. It was $9.19. 2 quarter-pounder beef patties, bacon, crispy and grilled onions, lettuce and Sweet Carolina barbecue sauce. So let's give that one a try. I'm not a fan of barbecue usually, so I don't have very much of a sweet tooth at all. I would always prefer savoury, and sweet savoury doesn't particularly interest me either. So I wouldn't normally pick this. If I did, I perhaps would have it without the barbecue sauce. As a nipper, I quite like barbecue sauce, but as I've grown older, it's just a little bit too sweet for me. But we'll have a look at see what this one's like. There we have it. Again, well put together. Nice, good looking burger. Bacon hanging out the edge there. Let's rearrange it so we can eat it. A little bit of spillage as usual. Right, let's give this a go. See, now that's more, excuse my mouthful, my type of burger. as he drops some.
Nom 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 nom.
Well, there is a slight taste of the barbecue sauce, but it's not overpowering in any way, shape or form. In fact, I probably would get this. Yeah, it's quite nice, that one. Nice combination. Textures as well as flavours. I'm getting a bit of the barbecue sauce now, and yeah, it is quite sweet. But I think you've got the saltiness of the bacon in there a little bit. I know it's not the usual type bacon. It's a bit of a wafer thin type thing. But that does counteract the barbecue sauce slightly, so I think it does work. Out of the pairing, this would easily be the one I'd go for if I was going to go for any of them. As far as marks go, now obviously you've got to take into consideration my tastes. Everyone's different. Now, not a massive fan of the chicken burger. I think the biggest thing for me, and that was it, the nice little kick it's got, that kind of gave it a little bit of a plus for me. If I were to mark it out of 10, I would probably only give it 6. But then again, that's against my own misgivings and likes. So if you like your chicken burgers, you may well really like that one. You know, don't. Everyone's different. The Sweet Carolina BBQ Stack, though, I would rate that higher. I mean, to me, it would be around an 8 out of 10. My normal burger, if I do go to McDonald's, is the quarter pounder with cheese, the big one, a double quarter pounder with cheese, and quite often I will just add a strip of bacon in that as well, just to complete that, and that for me is a 9.5 out of 10. But yeah, no, they're not bad. I think we'll test each one as it comes out. I think just the two that have been released this week just don't fall in line with the type of thing I would normally have anyway, but I wanted to try them as I always do. I think next ones that they release, I'm assuming they're releasing 2 throughout the tournament at different stages. They may well fall more into the type of thing that I would normally get, and the ratings will obviously take that into account, I would imagine, anyway. But yeah, not too bad at all. I certainly wouldn't be throwing anything away, put it that way. But yeah, very nice. I think if you are a chicken burger fan, I think you'll like that because it's got a nice kick on it. So get yourself one, by all means. I say anything I say, take into consideration that we all have our own tastes, and the 2 burgers that are on the menu today aren't particularly to my taste. But out of that, still the stack actually fared quite well. So I'm going to carry on eating mine, have my lunch, and then we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Please, as this is really early in my YouTube sessions, consider subscribing and liking. We have lots more videos on the way. I am currently doing a coffee machine video. I'm experimenting with a different type of portafilter because they're really difficult to find for this coffee machine. I found one that fits, so that will be uploaded soon. We're going to try and get some shorts out. I will be doing all sorts of gadget reviews and food reviews, bit of some nostalgia videos, some things that I remember from my youth, which obviously is a long time ago. It was black and white then. And sort of do you remember videos and stuff like that, and I'd like some interaction and things that could be suggested. But like I say, thanks for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. Help me start to grow this channel. Be very much appreciated. And obviously, if you've got any comments about how I've presented it or anything like that, because obviously this isn't what I do, but I would like to get into doing it. By all means, give me some pointers. Was the lighting okay? Is the sound okay? Obviously, I'm only out in my van. It's not back in the office, so to speak. So yeah, please interact with me, and we shall see you on the next video. Thanks very much.